Hey there, Barn Gang. Are you ready for this month's travels? This month, we are headed to the sunny state of Florida, our 27th state. Florida is a state in the southeastern region of the United States. It borders the Gulf of Mexico to the west, Alabama to the northwest, Georgia to the north, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, and the Straits of Florida and Cuba to the south. It is the only state that borders both the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. Jacksonville is Florida's largest city, and the capital of Florida is Tallahassee. Florida's state bird is the northern mockingbird. The state tree is the sable palm, and the state flower is the orange blossom. In 1513, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon became the first known European to make landfall, calling the region La Florida, Land of Flowers, for its lush greenery. Florida subsequently became the first area in the continental U.S. to be permanently settled by Europeans, with the settlement of St. Augustine, founded in 1565, being the oldest continuously inhabited city. Florida was admitted as the 27th state on March 3, 1845, and was the principal location of the Seminole Wars, the longest and most extensive of the Indian Wars in U.S. history. Florida is world-renowned for its beach resorts, amusement parks, warm and sunny climate, and nautical recreation. Attractions such as Walt Disney World, the Kennedy Space Center, and Miami Beach. Florida has attracted or inspired some of the most prominent American writers, including Ernest Hemingway and Tennessee Williams. About two-thirds of Florida occupies a peninsula between the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. It has the longest coastline in the United States, Florida. It is the only state besides Hawaii to have a tropical climate. Florida has several unique ecosystems, including Everglades National Park, the largest tropical wilderness in the U.S. and among the largest in the Americas. Unique wildlife include the American alligator, American crocodile, American flamingo, Florida panther, bottlenose dolphin, and manatee. The Florida Reef is the only living coral barrier reef in the continental United States and the third largest coral barrier reef system in the world. Miami's Freedom Tower, built in 1925, was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1979. In the 1960s, many refugees from Cuba fleeing Fidel Castro's communist regime arrived in Miami at the Freedom Tower, where the federal government used the facility to process the newcomers. As a result, the Freedom Tower was called the Ellis Island of the South. Some interesting inventions are claimed by Florida. The key lime pie. Everybody has drank Gatorade at some point. And when you go out in the sun, be sure to always put your sunscreen on. If you get too hot out in the sun, you can always come into a nice air-conditioned house, and while you're at it, drink a big glass of concentrated orange juice to quench that thirst. Let's talk about some famous people that call Florida home. Singers Lynyrd Skynyrd, Gloria Estefan, Ray Charles, and the band KC and the Sunshine Band. Actor Sidney Poitier, singer-actor Pat Boone, and actor William Macy. And we can't forget about a few athletes that hail from Florida, such as Deion Sanders, Emmitt Smith, and Chris Everett. Well, Barn Gang, that's a wrap on this month's adventures through our 27th state of Florida. Keep those bags packed, and I will see everyone next month as we head off to our next state.